First of all, let me just say that I've changed the name of the main character in this story, not because the story's not flattering, because it really is, but because some of you might know him, and certainly most of you have heard of him, and I just didn't think I ought to say his name. But if you want to guess afterwards, I'll tell you if you're right. So anyway, it's 1957, and I and my classmates have left our tiny little grade school, and we hop on the bus to go to the new, huge junior high school. I'm 12, and I'm entering the 7th grade. Up until this point, my love interests have been limited to Mickey Mantle, and I am embarrassed to say this, Pat Boone. But all of that is about to change. As we exit the bus, there he is. Desert boots, Ivy League khaki pants with that little buckle thing in the back, plaid shirt, rolled up sleeves, button down collar, curly dark hair. He is Tom Johnson, the student body president, and he is there to welcome us to junior high school. He is 13 and entering the 8th grade. He is tall and he is beautiful. Now, I wish I could tell you that Tom and I entered into a youthful romance, but that didn't happen. I lusted after him from afar, and Tom was friendly and outgoing in the hallways, saying hi and waving to everyone, giving me just enough to keep the dream alive, but no more than I could handle. He was perfect. And as the year progressed and my crush intensified, it was time for the big dance in the school gym. I went with a bunch of my girlfriends, and mostly we stood around and giggled. I danced a few times with my classmates from grade school, but mostly I kept an eye on Tom. And then it was time for the snowball dance. You know, that's that dance where two people start off dancing and then the music stops and then they go pick two more people and the music stops again and they pick two more people. And it continues until the whole dance floor is filled. Well, because Tom's the student body president, he starts off with some cute blonde and the music stops and they choose new partners. And as this progresses, I notice that when Tom goes to pick a new partner, he just goes to this row of girls standing against the wall and he picks the next one. So, without a word, I leave my girlfriends and head over there. The next thing I know, I am in his arms. We do not speak. My heart pounds. The gym spins. He's touching me for 30 seconds. The music stops. Tom says, "Thank you." And I return to my giggling girlfriends. Tom has made my day. He has made my week. He has made my whole 7th grade year. 45 years pass. I'm living here in Mill Valley, and my mother lives about 5 miles north in Green Bay. The phone rings. It's my mother. "You know that boy you used to have such a crush on in the 7th grade, Tom Johnson?" It is a testament to the magnitude of my crush that my mother, who is now approaching 90, still remembers who he is. "Well," she says, "there's a big article in the newspaper about him. He's got a big important job." "Mom," I say, "there's lots of Tom Johnsons in this world. I'm sure it's not the same guy." "No, it is," she insists. "You've got to read it." So I go get the newspaper. I open it up. Looking back at me, well, the hair is a little grayer. There's less of it, but who could forget that grin? This is my Tom Johnson. 2 years later, I'm at the grand opening of the Mill Valley Community Center. A lot of you were probably there. It was a fun, festive evening. The wine was flowing, hors d'oeuvres were being passed, and I looked good. It was a good hair day. I had a lot of makeup on. I liked what I was wearing. Aside from the name tag plastered to my chest, I thought I looked hip and skinny. And as I'm wandering around talking to friends and drinking wine, and then I see this man headed over in my general direction. And his name tag says, Tom Johnson. Wait, I say, I know you. I may have had a couple of glasses of wine. I know you. I was in the 7th grade and you were in the 8th grade at Burlingame Intermediate and you were the student body president and I had the biggest crush on you for the entire year. I am rambling. I cannot shut up. Tom is aghast and then he starts laughing. Eventually, I calm down and we chat. We compare notes on careers and families. And we even flirt a little bit. He says he remembers me, which is total bullshit. Anyway, finally we say goodbye, hug, and head off into the crowd. I can't stop grinning. Later that evening, when I'm driving home in the car with my husband, he turns to me and says, well, you certainly made an impression on Tom Johnson tonight. You know him, I gasp. Yeah, kind of. Well, what did he say? He just said you really made his evening. Happy to return the favor, Tom. Thank you.